You're now listening to Sleep Time's Over.
Sleep time is over, baby.
Listen up, everybody, as you tune to this podcast. Sleep time's over, come closer to get the raw facts. Zack Morse hosting on the show, for sure. Reporting live from July, that's a dope, you know. Talking, reminiscing about the good old days and the now. Sipping on that old fashioned at the room at Hi Brau. We on location worldwide, on your stereo deck. On your phone, on the pad, but guaranteed all fresh. Reviewing music and the nuisance that the media miss. But got the blueprint with the newness that the people will take. Good old America ain't ready for that island of slang. Sleep time is over, give a toast up to the rest of the gang. To your tribe or the vibe or the click on the mission. Suggest you dive cause we live on transmission. Listen, he got the voice that got the locals on vote. Zack Morse for mayor, but for now, lock it in for the show. Hey.
Time's over! Tonight, yes, include the new Chef Mark Noguchi! A live performance from Big Moxilla, the #1 gorilla! I'm the one and twos, DJ Freeze! There's somebody in the stars, Sky Cameron, and your host tonight, DJ Zack Morris! That's not enough. Sorry, everyone. Sorry, I was just busy on eBay. Selling things. Selling stuff. Once again, the Lord Flores for the great intro that he always does.
Yeah.
Of the Hi Brau Room. Before we get to any other pleasantries here. Welcome to Sleep Time's Over. This is episode 154. Sky, how you doing?
I'm glad somebody got toilet paper.
Well, you know.
Shit, all the stores are sold out.
Go figure. Yeah, let's go right into this. Huh, local people? You know, just when you guys never cease to amaze, you guys always take it to the next level, huh? You influence the world. Because the world, this is happening around the world.
Oh, yeah.
People buying toilet paper. Paper towel. Unbelievable. How much do you need to wipe your ass? How much, quite frankly, we're going to find out tonight. How much do you need? And paper towel.
Bottled water.
Okay. Battery, bottled water. Vienna sausage is coming soon.
It's the apocalypse, yes.
I mean, oh God. Jeez, local people. I mean, I don't know what the... Let's just go right off the bat. Anybody in the crowd? Anybody know? Be honest now. People in the crowd. Did you guys freak out and go to Costco and buy paper towel?
I thought you were going to ask if anyone's infected.
Bottom line, this is no one getting infected. Nobody, because I'm going to safely say that we have a clean audience. Yes. We have an audience that washes their hands. I guess blows their nose in the elbow. Do the thing.
Sneeze in the elbow.
Right. So this is what, in essence, this is. This is calling out all the peel-out people in this island. Everybody freaking out because they're dirty people, and we know it. And they've been hiding secretly as dirty people. Not washing their hands, they dig their nose, lick their face, lick his face, her face. That's what's going on. That's what's happening. So all you guys are peel out, and you guys are all going to be called out. And this is what's happening. They're all freaking out, and they're buying all this crap. DJ Freeze.
Yes.
How's for people that follow the show, you are a native of Kailua.
You know it.
And what's going on with the Kailua community? Because they're blocked off from Oahu as it is. So what's their take?
I mean, I think they're safe out there. They get plenty of money. Really? You know what I mean?
They got all the money, right?
Yeah, they can buy whatever they like.
That's right. Hare Krishnas for the win, bro.
I was just at Whole Foods Kailua today. Everyone looked calm.
Really? You were there?
Everyone looked calm.
Everyone looked calm. Of course, they're on Valiums for the win. So before we go any further, let's thank our sponsors. Before we, who knows what kind of copyright violation we'll get into. Let's thank the Hi Brau Room, Aloha Beer Company downstairs. Yes, how about it? Sakai Company, which is, despite all of it, Happy Girls Day, everyone. Hey, Happy Girls Day.
Happy Girls Day.
It's still a thing. Some woman's going to get offended. I said girl. And we have Chichidango from Sakai Company for the...
It's also, it's the National I Want You to Be Happy Day.
Oh,
you heard of that?
How convenient for
and
that.
And it's also
Fallen Girls Day. This is serious. You seriously...
That's what it popped up on the calendar on the Google News or whatever.
So
National I Want You to Be Happy Day.
Who wants you to be happy? Who is the I?
You are supposed to go out of your way to make someone happy today.
Oh, how cute. How nice, huh? Well, I got toilet paper for you, right? Oh, we'll get to Mariah Carey soon, Ben. We're going to definitely speak about Mariah Carey. But LMC Media, let's not forget LMC Media, Chambers and Chambers Wines. You are a wine sommelier guy. So yeah, shout out to your business.
Thank you.
And has this bullshit Corona thing affected the wine industry?
Well, it started to just affect tourism and people dining out in general. So yeah, it's and people aren't going into Chinatown.
Well, people aren't going to Chinatown for various reasons. Okay, it's not because of that.
It's
right?
the crackheads, the Batu.
They got to clean it up. I don't know why
shishi on the streets.
Shishi, doo-doo everywhere. Everybody's licking it, sneezing it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Peel out people.
It doesn't help.
Exactly. So it's just, gosh, where do we begin with the local people? All right, they love fear. Is that safe to say? You guys like fear? Do you guys like to be panicked? State didn't help with saying
I don't know if they like it. We're used to it.
We're used to it. You know, hurricane comes, tsunami, Godzilla, whatever. You got to get paper towel, toilet paper. Here we go. And you got to get battery.
Play the eerie music.
Right. You'll be playing it several times this episode. You got bottled water. People got to buy water because, you know, it's going to be in the water. That's it. We're all going to make. And then what? It's just amazing. It's amazing. I don't know what. So I figured let's break down.
We're gonna
break down some things.
But I haven't seen you guys in a couple weeks. Do you want to talk about?
You know why? Because you were sick, right?
Well,
are you feeling okay?
Don't broadcast that.
All right. I want to out you on the program. But you were away for you missed the Harry's Hardware show,
right?
Which was just
Unfortunately,
last
I had
week.
my wine dinner at stage, but I showed up afterward, and that
was right.
The whole cast of characters there.
Oh,
we still had a blast.
Hashtag it wasn't a shit show, right?
Fun. Yeah.
Crazy a show to be had, and we got one coming up.
If only we could have recorded
March.
those conversations after the show.
Oh, there's only so much in the budget we can do, and on top of that, we have I figured we need to expand on and let's break down the magnitude of the paper towel, toilet paper situations. I came up with a power ranking of uses for paper towel. Like, what do we really need paper towel for? Why does everybody really need it? You're not going to put it in the toilet because it's going to plug the toilet up. So you're not wiping your ass with this, right? You're not wiping yourself after shishi from this. So what are you going to do with paper towel, right? So I came up with a little list. You ready?
Oh, here we go.
Okay, I have a list here. I typed it. Okay. Wipe food off the ground, right? Because if it's like water in the kitchen, you get maybe a regular cloth towel, reusable, and wipe the water or, you know, liquid stuff.
Okay.
If it's liquid and then food, and it's like a wet, like sloppy Joe, corned beef hash. That's the first thing that came to my mind. Sorry.
Okay.
Then you use the paper towel, right? So that's usage number one. Right? Freeze, you following me on this one?
This is a deep dive into paper towel usage.
Everybody's excited with paper towel. Why don't we deep dive into paper towel? It's only fitting.
Paper towel's been selling out as well?
Are you? Where have you been,
I just thought it was toilet paper. I just seen the toilet paper headline.
We'll get the toilet paper in a moment. Okay? Back up to blow your nose, right? When you just can't find the Kleenex, you need the paper towel. It's going to be rough and over here it's going to be all like red,
dries
raw.
your nose out.
Right. Cover the rice when reheating.
Right.
How about that, local people? You got to cover the rice when you reheat in the microwave.
Put water on
all right?
a little bit. So it doesn't
Put
dry
water,
right
steam them a little bit. Yes, I got it. Yeah. We'll talk to the chef about that one. And I got a lot of questions for you later, sir. And then here's one. I don't know if you guys are going to know this one, but if you make toast in the morning, you don't want to really take a plate out because it's kind of like you don't want to have to wash a plate. So you take the paper towel.
I think that's the number one. It's the poor man's plate.
It's a poor man's plate, right? Because you just don't want to wash the plate. And that kind of... and clean up the bugs. But clean up the bugs you smash. You smash cockroach, you got to clean it up. You got to wipe it up somehow. And a paper towel. And that's it. That is all you need the paper towel for. So why?
People get plenty of cockroaches.
Apparently, where are they living? I just want to know, why is that such a big thing to get the paper towel? That's all. Does anybody... Freeze, are you a fan of paper towel?
I mean, maybe it's just secondary because no more toilet paper. I know you're not supposed to put it in the toilet, but maybe it's just like a secondary thing.
Plus, when we have this apocalypse that is upcoming, we're all gonna have to take hobo baths and use paper towels.
All right, well, look forward to that one. But we don't have any paper towels, so screw it. But do you think too that now, in all of us that have spoken to this to many people, and everybody's unanimously saying, what's the matter with these guys at Costco? These guys are all weird. They're going to Costco, panicking out, buying tons of paper towel, toilet paper. Do you think that there's closet panickers? Like people that are going to say to your face, I'm not going to buy paper towel. That's so stupid. But they're secretly going there anyway. Because somebody's buying all this shit.
Oh, yeah.
But everybody's not...
My mom loaded up.
Okay, so that's an admission. So that's an admission.
Yeah.
People are secretly doing this, but they're not admitting it in out loud, or they're not saying it, right?
These are all the guys that loaded up for Y2K as well, you know.
They're loading for everything. Hurricane Eva, Hurricane. You got it, yeah. Hurricane Eva. You guys remember that? Old people, okay. But I'm just saying that it's just a strange phenomenon.
Well, I think Hawaii, we're always on alert, right? We're an island. We're waterlocked. We got tsunamis. We got
people just like to live in fear. That's what it is. People just gotta relax. All right. If no one's getting any kind of disease. All right. I'm gonna say bottom line right now. Okay. You can look into my eye right now.
All right.
You're not gonna. No one's.
You heard it here first, folks.
No one's getting nothing unless you like to lick metal. And then unless you like to lick your finger, touch metal, touch your face, touch your eye, so be it. Live your best life. But everybody's going to hopefully be clean. I think everybody's clean people here. Freeze, I know you're clean. I know despite all your shenanigans, you're a clean guy. I'm going to say right now for the record, you're a clean guy. Another man that's clean, that's also a fitness guy who's here. Jay Nads is here. Do you have a mic today, Jay? Nope, Jay doesn't have a mic. So that's it. Well, I guess we forgot to get Jay a mic. Amongst all the... We'll get you next time.
We missed that in the production meeting there.
Once again, we can't have everything. So another thing we have to shout out that's pretty sad that I feel like is we need to shout out that's feeling pretty sad and left out right now is the flu. Have we forgotten about the flu? Flu's sad. Flu's sad that we've forgotten flu. Flu's killing people. Been killing people for years. Nobody's talking about the flu. Flu can hit us right now. No one's going to be saying nothing.
Flu.
Shout out the flu. We miss you. We hardly knew you.
We miss you. Where are you at?
It's there. It's there. Take your flu shot if you like it. And that's that kind of sums up the week. This sums up the last several weeks, really, as this whole little debacle.
Well, the main thing is everybody. Obviously, I was forced to sit through like an hour-long coronavirus seminar for work. It was mandatory.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And it was basically almost 40 minutes of washing your hands.
Wonderful. Hopefully that caught on with you.
So, well, they said, 20 seconds is required to clean all the germs. All right. So really? I was at Alamoana the other day, and I was using the restroom there. And guess how, just in that moment where I'm washing my hands, how many guys have used the bathroom and walked out without washing their hands?
You see?
About 9 guys.
Exactly. See, this is what I mean. We're calling out these guys. This is what people doing. They're peeing. I saw people down there. They're touching their ass, peeing. I didn't see people touching their ass. But there are people down there, and they're not washing their hands. These people are not doing it. I'm just saying. This is a thing. People are closet dirty people. And we're calling them out.
And, and not on top of that, in Hawaii, we shake hand, we give a hug. We're like, hey, I never met you before, but I'm gonna put my face on top of your face and get a fake kiss.
Kiss you. Yeah, it's a dirty world.
So do you think? And now people I don't even know. Like some people, I'm walking up to them, I put my hand out to shake their hand, and they try to give me the fist bump instead, and they're trying to do alternative ways to
touch the feet.
Yeah, well, in Wuhan, in China, where this is breaking out, they call them doing the Wuhan shake, which is they're just doing the kid and play dance.
Kid and play, right.
Kicking each other's feet.
Kick the feet out,
They're really doing that.
Well, Wuhan ain't nothing to F with, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Wuhan clan.
All right. It was inevitable we used some kind of Wu-Tang reference. I'm sorry. Jay, I see what you're doing. Despite all of that, though, there are some other things that happen. Right? I mean, it's been, we did the Harry's show, so we kind of dedicated that show to Harry's, exclusive in the cocktail industry. But speaking of pilau, we were at something a couple weeks ago at the Kauai Convention Center.
Oh, Hawaii Comic-Con.
It was the Comic-Con.
Your first ever.
Oh boy.
You popped your cherry on that one.
Who's a fan of comics? Very scary place, I gotta just say. Now, first of all, the reason why I was there, I get called a certain moniker on this show. That's not my name, but I'm known as, since 1997, DJ Zack Morris. That's been my DJ name.
That's right.
I took that from Saved by the Bell. That's the guy. Air horn it out. And then, lo and behold, we fast forward to 2020 at this said Comic-Con. Mark Paul Gosselaar was there live.
Yes.
Zack Morris
live
himself.
in the house.
So I figured, okay, that was louder than usual.
That was extra.
Yeah.
That was extra. I had to go there after all these years. I had to finally meet this gentleman after all, to bring the space-time continuum in effect. I had to brave Comic-Con, and it was a scary place, man.
Yeah, I almost had to. I give you a pep talk.
Right. I should have went to go see a psychiatrist. It was very scary people. A lot of people don't use deodorant. Here's FYI for people out there. A lot of strange smells. People coming out of the basement. I don't know, the carcasses are coming up from the grave. Very strange smelling things going on. A lot of guys in pajama kind of clothing.
Yeah, I
like
agree.
really baggy but furry things. And it's not a furry. It's like a little pajama. Like
Like guys smell a lot of guys smell like cheese.
I tell you what.
A lot of cheese smells.
That's for real, okay? A lot of cheese. That gets a what the fuck. Chef?
Hey man, I smell a lot of wine. I got a sensitive nose, man.
He goes yearly to this, okay, Chef? He goes yearly to this place, and I don't know why you do it, but you brave through it. And walking through there, everybody coming out of the woodwork, everybody smelling like cheese, Pringles, Powerade, vomit. I don't even know. Very scary. But I braved through all that to see Mark Paul Gosselaar. He was there.
Yes.
And
he had no line.
No line. All right, I got it. Yes. The nerds aren't up to the Saved by the Bell. But all these YouTube gals that were there got plenty of line, because, right? Because
horny nerds.
Perverts. They love it. But Mark Paul's line was empty. Walked on in. All right, we get to talk to him. Very excited. Get to talk to him. I told him right to his eye. I said, I braved all this nerd shit to see you. That's the only reason I'm here is for you, Mark Paul. And he's like, all right, yeah, very brave of you. So he caught on. He gets the joke.
He's a charismatic guy, right? He's a nice guy.
He was a fun guy. Yes,
I didn't meet him. I'm not paying $70 to meet him.
Well, I got a combo. It was 2 for $80. For $80, you get a autograph picture of your choice.
Wow, and then he was on Groupon?
He speaking of Groupon, to get in was on Groupon. To get in was KO agrees. KO on the boards. And you get the autograph.
Yes.
Where he puts, best wishes or keep it up. And then you get
keep it up.
The picture.
Wait, what?
Keep it up.
See you next summer.
I thought that was like an erectile dysfunction.
Isn't that a great, a cheesy line for celebrity, right?
Keep it up.
Keep it up. Best wishes.
Try your best.
All the best. Try your best. Wipe
Stay
down
cool.
there.
Have
I don't
a great
know.
Summer.
Sign back.
Make sure it doesn't burn. I don't know. Okay, but
right.
He was there, and then I took a picture with him, and then he actually granted us a second picture, so we got 2 picters and an autograph
for the price of
$80. Yes, exactly.
For the price of one.
I was crying. And then there was the Q&A. We had the Q&A. As we're waiting for the Q&A, they're playing Dragon Ball Z or Super Smash Brothers on the screen. Everybody getting excited. I'm like ready to end my life at this point. Everybody's like getting excited. We have people that are old getting excited now. These are people like in the 30s or 40s that really hopefully have a job, but then they're there and they paid to get in. And it was just bizarre. It was just such a bizarre world. And I'm never going to probably go back unless they probably have the reunion of all of them. I'm not coming back to this. That's it. We shut it down. Lando Calrissian, shout out.
Remember,
to
I gave you the
Billy
hint.
Williams.
I said, did you never got pulled in by any awkward tractor beam nerds where I told you don't make eye contact because once you make eye contact, they want to talk to you about whatever geek stuff you're into?
No one said anything of any nature regarding anything. Thank God. But yes, they do. Will come up to you and ask you what kind of shirt are you wearing or what episode was this from or some bullshit. But yeah, they do that. They do that to you, right? You're there every year.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do it. I mean, good luck to you. Just saying, I'm not coming back. So there was that. There was that. What other stuff going? Okay, so we got to go into the. Let's go into it quickly. Shout out to a guest on the show previously, Astro Gitty, Curbside Worldwide. They had their concert at Hawaiian Brian's, their album release party. And I just want to quickly shout out that another guest on the show previously by the name of Miles Stunna was there. And shout out to the people that remember the Miles Stunna episode. It freaked out a lot of people when he said he was from jail. Yeah. And he had the line of the night where he came up to me and was like, oh, you know what? Your show, I think, too smart for Hawaii guys. You guys, your show too smart. I'm like, what do you mean? Right, you're too articulate. I'm like, what? Well, what are we supposed to do? I'm like, you know why? Because Hawaii guys, they dumb, huh? This guy's from Waianae, sorry. And so I'm like, oh, what do you think we should do? I think we're gonna make Hawaii smart. He's like, oh yeah, you know what? I like it. So debuting tonight, hashtag make Hawaii smart. What do you think? Think that'll work? Freeze, you use that? You put that, when you go
hashtag public school.
Make Hawaii smart. Public, private, doesn't matter. Go. That was the line. That's all I'll share with that. It was a good concert. That's it. I was there by myself.
And how did the fundraiser go this past weekend here?
Yes, and then let's shout out. This was just this past Sunday for officers Enriquez and Kalama. We had fundraiser out at the beer garden of Laura Beer Company just outside here. And shout out to the Lord Flores. Shout out to Daniel Bruce. Shout out to Dave Newman. All you guys put it together. It was a incredible get together for the community. It was a big community awareness situation. Weather sucked. I mean, it was storming right throughout the weekend, but I was DJing and emceeing this thing, and a lot of prizes, a lot of great prizes, door prizes. We had the silent auction.
Yeah.
And I got to MC for a bit. I had to DJ and MC.
So were you roasting people?
Yeah, in a nice way. Oh. But it was just because it was storming and they were just keeping it going. I was like, how much are we going to keep this going for? You know, it's like the Titanic, you know, like the band that's playing as the ship is sinking. I'm still DJing and it's storming. Everybody's cleared out. And can you just still play? I'm like, why? Like, what are we doing? It's like, it was really freeze. Have you ever played in a situation where like it was weather or whatever, stuff permitting, that is just really shutting the whole party down and you would still be DJing?
I mean, if I got nothing to do, why not? I'm already there, you know what I'm saying?
True. What
play for the chairs? I don't know.
And what would you play for the chairs? What would be your power ranking of songs that you'd play during a storm?
The most gangster is
nasty. Fuck everybody. Huh?
Chase everyone home. Like everybody home. Go
That's
already.
what the rain did. Yeah. So it was just weird.
The grimiest hip hop.
Just play grimy stuff. Just play songs with rain in it. Orange Juice Jones. I Stop the Rain. If you guys remember that song.
Wow. I don't think anybody. Does anyone remember Orange Juice Jones?
Orange Juice Jones. We're an old demographic on the show.
Remembers that one?
Sorry.
Us maybe.
Well.
Should we do some quick take time or waste time?
Let's go to what else has happened. What's the news here?
In coronavirus scare news, more coronavirus scare news. Mariah Carey has postponed her upcoming Hawaii concert as well as upcoming tour dates in Asia and other places.
So I want to personally shout out the Lord Flores, because if it wasn't for this, we would not be having a show next week, because the show was going to take a week off because of the Mariah Carey concert, because the Lord Flores stood in the rain.
He stood in
snow, peel-outness,
he fought the elements,
and bought tickets for the Mariah Carey concert March 10th. Was this?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Ben, is that when it is?
You care to share the date on the?
I don't know anymore.
Yeah.
He doesn't know anymore.
All right.
My memory doesn't exist.
Yep. I tell you what. So Ben, you and the Marys are all pissed off right now. All pissed off.
J-Lo.
Yep. They're all in unison, right? Like I said, everybody in unison just say that bitch, and everybody's pissed off. They gotta wait till November. Christmas music from Mariah Carey that all the women love, I'm sure, when they're watching the programs like the Hallmark Channel and some Lifetime. They're listening to Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas, and they'll get to hear it live in the season that it belongs.
Well, Ben can go home and you can watch the long-forgotten Glitter movie.
Hey, right? Shout out Glitter. That was a movie, huh?
That was a movie.
That was something.
That's the only comment we can say about it. It was a movie.
That was a movie. Yeah. The Brat was in that movie. So yeah, everyone's so pissed off at Mariah Carey. She's canceling. I don't know. Ben's pissed. I guess we're doing a show next week then, right? Are we doing a show because of this? We canceled everything.
Yeah, the Mariah Carey tribute.
We'll do a Mariah Carey tribute, right?
Let's review Glitter.
We're just gonna watch Glitter. We're just gonna show Glitter. Next week's episode, just Glitter.
Yeah. We'll just do live commentary.
Just turn on the video and that's it.
While we're watching it. Yeah.
What else we got?
In more coronavirus news, it's dominating the headlines, guys. Corona beer sales have dropped 40%. Do people not know what the difference is?
You see how it goes back to stupid people? You see? That's the theme of this show, not the coronavirus.
This was also...
That is a job. But that's the thing. It's just stupid people for the win. They're going to go and buy the paper towel and get free of Corona beer. How is this a thing? Why are people getting more stupid? This is clearly another example here.
Yeah. Right? This was on international business news. Right. So
international business.
Yeah. And in more, we've got more coronavirus.
We got more of this?
Yes. Bruh. Jackie Chan went on Twitter and Instagram saying, despite reports, he has not been quarantined due to possible coronavirus infection. Guys, Jackie Chan is safe. Don't worry.
You know what?
Rush Hour 4 is still a possibility.
That's all God. That's a cash grab from Jackie Chan. He wants to put his name out there he's using coronavirus as some kind of a cash grab to make sure that, hey guys, I'm still here. I'm relevant still. That's what he's doing.
Wow.
Why is of all people, Jackie
I don't know. It was like a whole thing. Like he was
just going to show up randomly.
He was doing vids on his IG story and like putting it all out there.
IG story.
It was like all in he's got an IG page.
IG story is such a millennial thing. Okay.
All right.
We got
Another
more Corona? What are we
non-Corona
doing?
news. You ready for some non-Corona news?
Thank you.
So you're an iPhone user, right?
I think so.
Are you satisfied with your iPhone and with your experience of owning an iPhone? And
The new one, yes.
all right,
iPhone
So-
11 for the win.
All right, so Apple now is going to be paying out $300 million for a class action lawsuit, where users sued them for purposely slowing down their phones after downloading the iOS operating system.
Yeah.
And then they give, I think it was 7 or 8 different models of phones, going from iPhone 6 to like maybe 8.
Yeah, that's legit, right? I mean, we've
Yeah,
all experienced iPhone people,
And
right?
it forced them to buy a new one. So basically, all these people signed this petition, got the class action lawsuit, and Apple's paying out
So they
$300
get some
million.
payouts? So what's the average
300
payout here? How much money are we
million.
getting here?
I don't know. I wish I did, because I still got this old crappy one myself. So
Well, Sky, there's always some kind of news story that kind of gets you to like,
missed the boat,
shit.
man.
We just feel sorry for you at certain articles here. That's this one this week. Yes, get in on that lawsuit, man. Get some
Well, it's
some
too
money
late
on
now.
this thing.
It's
Well,
too late now.
Jump on.
All right.
All right.
And then in political news, we're such a political show, right? We never talk about politics. But
Well.
seems like Flava Flav's out of a job. Have you heard about this?
All right.
So Flava Flav, the hype man for iconic rap group Public Enemy, shout out fan of the show Sean Iman if he's listening, biggest
Yeah.
Public Enemy fan
He's
I
over
know.
40. Yeah.
He reportedly was fired by Chuck D over the weekend because of Flava Flav's refusal to support Bernie Sanders and perform at a Bernie Sanders rally.
So he wanted to get paid, right? They didn't want to do this for free. Was that the reason? Like they're going to do it as a fundraiser?
So the Twitter battle is going on right now between the two of them, and there's a lot of things being said about one
All
another.
right, quite frankly. All right. And I put the poll up. Jay, on
Yeah,
social
we got to
media,
do our polls after this.
the social media director that you are, Jay. Hopefully your IG storying like nonstop right now. Hopefully. Yeah, that's a cute. Okay, we did a survey. Is Public Enemy still relevant in 2020? Does anybody give a damn?
I can guess what that's going to be.
Do we have the percentages right now, Jay? Do we have a? Are you
4%
still dear to? Really?
64% say
Wow.
yes, still relevant.
Wow. Old people on IG story. I love it. That's what we need. Old
Was that
people-
Sean Iman voting over and over?
Yeah, how many accounts does Sean have to go back and forth? I'm just saying, Public Enemy to try and make themselves relevant for Bernie Sanders, who's like, he's hanging on. I don't know. That's basically, do we care at this point?
Well-
do we care? Are we really going to be, in an uproar over this? Are we going to really be sad over Flavor Flav right now? He made his money, I hope.
Shout out Flavor of Love, the grossest dating show of all time.
I was a fan of Flavor of Love. That was a good show.
That show.
Shout out to Public Enemy at KCC performing. Were you at that show?
That's right.
You went to that concert?
I did not go.
You did not go to this? Okay.
Unfortunately, yes.
It was, no one did really. It was like 10 guys. Sean Iman went to that show.
He was there.
Right.
Speaking of our IG polls, why don't we
Right.
round out the rest of our IG polls right now? What was the other IG polls that you guys posted on there?
What kind of IG polls we got here, Jay?
toilet paper, donuts, the KFC.
Wait, what was the IG poll? Toilet paper. What do you mean? What was it? For the people who bought toilet paper, did they buy? What was the percentage of people who bought toilet paper? 100% said no.
100% people that did not wait in line
But
for toilet paper.
see again, like 100% said no. But still, people are in these lines buying toilet paper.
Well,
So
I don't.
people are
I think the
hiding
people
this.
that are waiting in line, they're not listening to this show. They got other shit to do.
They're hopefully
Like get
But-
toilet paper.
Get toilet paper apparently, but I don't know. I'm not buying. There's people. I think one person in this room right now secretly went and bought toilet paper.
Right. And then we posted some trendy food news. Right, we did a poll about KFC doing chicken and donuts
Oh,
now.
the chicken and donut thing.
Excited for this? 71% said
71.
So we asked if people were
71%.
excited for the chicken and donuts. 71%
They said never mind.
Said nope.
Yeah.
I'd stand for that.
That's right. Freeze, you would eat that? You like
Hell
chicken
yeah,
and donut?
What you mean?
Okay, sorry.
Sounds delicious.
Glazed,
He's going
really?
right after this.
Glazed
Yeah, let's
donut,
go.
chicken.
At least
KFC.
one bite. What? You gotta try something. Jeez.
Oh,
Oh,
you
sorry,
sponsored by KFC? Or what?
Oh,
You know it.
I got a rise out of you. So, where is KFC? Is it still like one by Britannia? Is that the only one left? KFC.
There's plenty. What you talking about?
What do you mean there's plenty? Name 3 KFCs right
There's
now.
one on Macaulay.
That's the one by Hawaii Rental, right?
Right.
Why and I got KFC?
Yeah, Waipahu get one.
Waipahu got KFC?
Yeah.
Nobody's going out there. It's too far. So we're only looking at Britannia, Macaulay area by Hawaii Rental. That's the only KFC left, right? Name another KFC.
I gotta look at my phone, but I can
There's not
guarantee
another-
you there's plenty.
Not in town. There's no KFCs in town. Guarantee. Look that up, Jack, right now. There's no KFC in Kalihi. Really? I don't know.
They get Popeyes. They get
That's Popeyes. You get
Any other polls that was worth
What's
mentioning?
another poll here?
Supreme, Oreos.
Oh.
The Supreme branded Oreos
Yeah.
for all you clothing nerds out there.
So what's the
$8 for 3
percentage?
Oreo cookies
What we got?
with the Supreme logo on them.
Do you like it?
Get out of here.
All right.
What was the percentage?
79 said no need. Get out of here.
Who the hell needs that?
It's basically the old versus the young people on this.
Aren't the Supreme guys that are buying these Oreos, they're never going to eat them because they want to just
They're gonna
keep
resell them like much like myself here. They're gonna just keep reselling, go on eBay, sell them on StockX. Is that what it's called? Right, Jay? Is that what it's called? StockX. You can resell Supreme. I'm trying to keep up with the kids.
StockX.
Okay, that's what it's called. Freeze, can you help me out? Bail me out here.
I heard of something like
Stock-
that.
Good enough answer.
StockX.
I'm just saying that's what people are buying. The young people like the Supreme. The old people don't. It's an old versus young conversation, and they're gonna be buying these Supreme. I would like to know what they taste like, but we're never gonna be able to eat them because no one's gonna ever
It's
open it.
just an Oreo with red dot.
How do you know? You can make up all the silly answers you want. What other polls we got here?
Giovanni shrimp overrated.
Yes, very much so.
Oh, the Giovanni shrimp overrated. I think we've already established that.
Have we accepted? Right?
Past shows.
No. Right?
83% said yes.
Peeling
overrated.
shrimp.
Overrated.
Forget it.
The other 17 is your IG model.
The IG models. Wait, what? The IG models are saying? Oh, okay.
I wonder if the shrimp truck's going to get affected now because everyone's going to be sucking on their fingers.
See, once again, the theme again, peel out people. See? They're going to be sucking on their fingers, putting it up their butt, putting it up in their eye, and then kiss somebody.
Take
all right?
it easy.
That's what they're going to be doing. They're going to go to the toilet. Peel out. That's right. That's right, Rap. And I'm just saying, that was Rap Replica, right?
It's
Okay.
Bulaia.
Oh, okay. Sorry. But that's the thing. And I'm not a fan of peeling shrimp. Are you a fan of peeling shrimp before you eat it? Or do you just eat the shrimp whole? Some people do that.
Well, yeah.
I've seen people do that. They just eat the shrimp whole. And
Yeah,
they
yeah.
just-
I know.
right, you-
A lot of Chinese people eat the skin on it. I don't mind it
see.
if it's like fried or something like that. Take it easy, Jay.
If only Jane has had a mic right now. That was probably your line of the night. Freeze, are you a fan of peeling shrimp or not peeling shrimp? Do you
I
eat
peel them, I don't like crunchy in my shrimp.
It's a good answer. I like it. I like that answer.
Well, speaking of shrimp and food, we'll move on to our first guest soon, or did you got anything else?
We have any other news items? Is that it?
That's pretty much
Okay,
everything.
all right.
I think we've already assaulted everyone with
We've
so
already
much Corona
alienated
news.
right? We've already just scared everybody out. So let's get to it because we're gonna have a fun one. We're gonna have a man that we've been trying to get on the show for a while.
Yes,
Chef Mark
local
Noguchi,
legend here. Yes,
the local legend himself. And then we're also gonna have hopefully a performance from Big Mox.
That's right.
He's coming up later. Let's take a break. Sleep time's over. There we go. That's what we do on this show. All right. As you can hear all the hooligans in the background now, just doing shots. I don't know what they're doing. But before we get to the wild man that he is, we're gonna go a couple news and notes. Next week, I guess we're having a show, right, Ben? Mariah Carey's not here, so show next week, whatever. Fuck it. And then after that, we're gonna go with the special DJ panel discussion on the 16th, Monday the 16th, Hip Hop Time Machine. We're gonna have like 7 guys sitting here and just lining up, and who knows what they're gonna say. The DJs talking
murderer's row
story.
of DJs.
The murderer's row of DJs throughout the years. And then after that is the Farewell to Pine and Jigger show, March 24th.
I know, that's so sad.
Pine and Jigger closes on the 27th. We're having the show live at Pine and Jigger in the beer garden itself. Someone is going to die that night, I think. I'm not a gambling man. I think someone is going to pass away that night. And then, right? And then we're going to have that. And then that goes us into, takes us into April. And then off we go with yet another month of March. That's all we got. And speaking of taking off, let's bring this man in. He doesn't need any introduction, really. Chef Mark Noguchi, let's do this shot. Let's go. Hurry up. There we go. Put that over there. Something's going to drop. Okay. Here we go. Now we have... All right, without further ado, let's do
this. So, to all of our viewers and listeners, and especially everybody in the room, cheers.
Cheers.
Hey, thanks, Mom.
Good, you got the children are good.
Yeah.
Well done.
Listen, thank you, man.
So how are you doing, man? What is the deal? You're here. You made it on a Tuesday night.
I made it on a Tuesday night.
We're looking at about 9:26
It's
right
way
now.
past my bedtime.
Shit.
It's way past my... My chariot turned into a pumpkin about half an hour ago.
Wow. Welcome.
Thanks. You know what I mean? I'm sleeping on I'm sleeping with you tonight.
Well, we may just sleep on the air.
over.
As long as you're clean.
I mean, there's also sofas here. There works.
Get plenty of sofas. Everybody gonna sleep. Don't fall asleep on the air though. That be first. How many shots in you tonight? What shot is this?
No. That was just 2.
Oh, okay. Oh, right.
One to start and then one to
Okay.
Start again.
Okay,
Start
good.
again.
That works. That works.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go and let's see how we can get as much information out of you as you can, as sleepy as you are right now.
All right. I didn't sound sleepy. Just
You
that
sure?
My chariot turned into a pumpkin. Yeah.
Something could happen. I mean, you're gonna drowsy? Are you drowsy at all?
I'm a father of 2 young girls. I am always tired.
That makes you
So
well said. Yes.
Whether I'm tired or more tired, it doesn't matter.
All right. That good point. Let's go quickly to the history because we have a lot to cover. Got a lot of questions for you. Okay, we have a lot of stuff going to go on. You ready?
didn't tell me anything about tonight. So
That's right. So surprise. Let's go for the people that don't know. Everybody does already. Grew up here.
Roger.
High school. Where you went?
I went to a few.
Okay.
Moving on.
I wanted to see how you was going to answer that one.
Yeah. I went to a couple.
Okay. You want
Shut up.
one? Okay. So everybody shut up. So, okay, how did you get into, what made you, what was the thing that clicked to get you to want to be a cook and make that a profession of yours?
I appreciate that you said cook. Everybody goes oh, why'd you become a chef? But before you become a chef, you really are a cook.
It's old school, bro.
So, actually, hula is what got me to pursue this profession.
Yeah.
Namely, halal kikuhi hilo. And I think that the one thing that was a revelation is how food brings us together.
Yep.
So wherever we traveled, wherever we toured, on the way that us brownies would come out of the woodwork.
Yeah.
They'd be like, hey, we've been saving this lala for 6 months. We drove 2 days to see you guys dance. And
That's
you're
true.
like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Thanks. But somewhere along the way, something clicked.
Yeah.
Started to realize how connected we are to food and how food tells a story of us.
Yeah.
And that kind of got me going and then and the gears turning. Yeah.
Then that was next KCC?
Actually,
Culinary? Or what?
so in dancing at the level of Olapa where you tour, everybody in that sort of team in that part of halal, you took whatever you worked, it was to sort of support your hula habit. In other words, you had to do something where you could afford to take off for 2 weeks at a time.
Yeah.
So the majority of Olapa were you're a teacher or you work for DOE in some capacity. For myself, I was not smart enough to do any of those things, so I actually worked 3 jobs. I worked at Volcano National Park, Mihana Brewing Company, and Borders Bookstore. We have to support my hula habit.
Oh, how's you? 3, and it was a bookstore too.
And it was a bookstore
Wow.
too. Yeah.
What department?
For all you millennials, if you don't, a book is you open it and you read it. It's not your
Paper.
phone. That's okay.
Right.
Yeah, made out of paper.
What department did you work at Borders? What were you got a different kind of
Actually,
CDs?
no. I actually worked art.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, there's an art? What's the art
There
department?
is, but I was totally scared, and I always
No,
You know what is going?
Wait.
I could not help.
To our Holly listeners, what does skebe mean?
All the Hollies checking us out.
I couldn't help it. Leticia Costa in her
Leticia Costa.
in her coffee book art.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
that's right.
I'm just saying, it was
Right.
hard to sort books in
That's
art.
right. That was the thing. All the naked kind, Polynesian kind calendars. That was at Borders. That's like ABC store, right?
Yeah, not quite
said scary,
that.
what is-
Not quite
Okay.
that
All
sold
right.
out, but
Okay.
artistic.
Got it. Fair.
Artistic.
A lot of brown stuff. I got it.
Mm.
Okay. See? How's that?
I'm
We haven't heard
just-
that
I'm
noise
just-
in a show before. Like, that's good.
He's the good one. That one.
Oh, we're going real scary right now. So, you did, so from there, then what? Then KCC after that? Or what's the
And then
package?
East Coast. Casey's in
Well, New
East
York,
Coast,
right?
Yeah. New York, West Virginia, and Maine.
And then what prompted you to come back here?
So you can go deep. So, fast forward to that is that I was fortunate that I started culinary school at 25, and I was really fortunate that a mentor told me, like, hey, you starting cooking at 25, you're old, you're a fucking dinosaur already. So you better be serious. And I would like to thank whoever was looking over for me that I took it seriously. So you gotta understand, like, I have a GED, and school never appealed to me. So when I started culinary school and I saw like my first like B, I thought I made like the presidential honor roll. You know what I mean? I'm like, it's like, what is a B? I swear to God, this is before iPhone. So like, I took my report card, I showed it to mom and dad, and I was just like, and dad was like, oh, maybe you're good enough for something.
That was a thing. It was a thing. Yes.
But you know, it was. I went to KC, and the mentor was like, "If you're serious about what you're doing, you need to go as far away as you can." So I was 25.
Yeah.
So he suggested New York. So I went to the East Coast, and that was the start of, the rest of my life.
Right. How was that culture shock for you?
It was a culture shock. Yeah. No, I told you, I almost got run over. Yeah. I almost got run over. I landed in Newark, New Jersey. And then, caught the train over because it was cheaper to land in New York. But yeah, I did. I mean, I still remember like stepping off the plane. And you look up at these buildings, you're like, whoa.
Right. Or just even catching the subway, right? That probably threw you off.
Subway took like a year to just like start to know how to navigate. You go down, you come up, and you're like, where the fuck am I?
That sums it up.
I can't see Makai. Where the fuck is Malka? Oh, there's the Empire State Building. That means that I am downtown. I'm looking uptown. And,
there you go. Like local people, just use, don't even the street. Yeah. Just use the reference.
But everybody always asks, like, were you homesick?
Yeah.
But knowing that I was starting our industry older, the way I kind of rationalized was that I was too busy to be homesick. And if I would spend my time being homesick, then I was wasting time. Because now that I have the privilege to be on the East Coast to learn something, I have an obligation to bring that back to our community. So somehow, even though that wasn't maybe at the forefront of my mind at that time, I think subliminally, I kind of knew that. Don't waste time.
Right. Yeah. And then you return. Then you start working at town first?
No. I came back to Hilo. Okay. And since we're on a podcast, bring it all. I was actually married to I was married to my long-term girlfriend. And when I came back, she's a teacher, I was a cook, and we never saw each other. So, we kind of eventually grew apart. And at that time, on Hawaii Island, I was working in Kona. So I drove from Hilo to Kona every day for 2.5 years.
Wow.
And because I committed to somebody, I told somebody that would work for them, so I did. And then, my ex was, at that time, wanted to do her master's in Honolulu. So we moved to Oahu. She did her master's in Pacific Island Studies. I was cooking, and we just never saw each other. Yeah. So I remember after, from Kona Village to Oahu and Malvros, where I definitely made some lifelong friends. Andrew Lay from Pig and a Lady. Yeah. He and I came over there together. My cousin, Hiromi, she was the executive pastry chef. Kevin Chong is a mentor of mine. So it was such a dynamic time at that point. And then from there, because we lived in Pu'ulolo, we had a split weekend. Every day off at 7:30, I would end up at Town Restaurant.
Oh, okay.
And I start drinking. And there was only one other uncle at the bar, Uncle Steve Ma'i, that would be drinking wine. And then sort of like formed this like friendship with Dave Caldiero.
Yes.
Right? Ed Kenny's partner.
Yes.
Yeah, printed the
and that started this lifelong friendship. So from Malvers went to Town. And then at Town, unfortunately, my ex and I, we split. And then I remember like up until that point, I thought that the life plan was to be like Town Restaurant, and then we go back to Hawaii Island and we form this like school. And when that didn't happen, I started living, my nights at V Lounge. You remember when they used to do like, right, when Acre and Lindsay and Blaine and the whole crew was there?
Alejandro and all.
Right.
It was awesome.
And we would, I would drink there. I would stay there and drink all freaking night. Sleep there, wake up, go home, bocha and then go straight to town.
Yeah,
And then finally, Rossi Noy one night was like, "What is your problem? What's going on?" And I told him, I said, Kalei and I are pal. He's like, "So what's next?" I'm like, "I don't know. Leave me alone. Let me eat my pizza." And he was like, "I got an idea. Will you entertain me for a moment?" And then, so it was August 14th, 2009. And that morning, I called my brothers. He came down, and we drove out to Hey Pier with the boys. Yeah. And I remember watching, Sky, remember the outdoor, the cutting board out there?
That's right.
I'm standing there. I have a picture of that fucking morning, We're standing there, and I'm watching the sun come up, and I really feel like all I wish I could do was eat a bullet. And, Mitchell's standing next, my brother's standing next to me. He's like, "This is really cool." And I was like, "Yeah, it is." He's like, "Go for it." And I was like, "Okay." And my brother is 5 years younger than me. He's my younger brother. But I do look up to him as a mentor, and I think I look up to him because I know that when I left with all the shit that I did, my brother had to pick up the Noguchi torch, right? And walk the line. We grew up, my father is a first generation, my mom, second, primary grad, but it was still a very Japanese house, yeah. And somehow my brother knew that because I fucked up, he had to carry that. So I look up to him for that, and I appreciate, and I'm forever grateful that he did that. But that was a start. We said, "Why not? Let's go." And then Hey Pier General Store in Delhi, came to fruition.
Right.
And then thankfully, and at that time, Sky, I was set that I was never going to marry again. I was never going to be a freaking father of two goddamn girls, and then also lucky
never
enough.
Say never, huh?
Right? But I was also lucky enough to truly meet, a hell of a woman, right? In that sense. And then fast forward however many, 10, 12 years, and here we are. Yeah.
Right.
Woo. Yeah.
Wow. Bet she's not here to. Well, she's got to work.
She's not. She actually had to work.
Okay.
Shout out love, yeah.
So we threw our kids in the closet. No, we didn't. But I'm real fortunate that my mother-in-law is here for a little while, so she helped watch the kids tonight. So I do miss her. She said she was coming, and
see,
that's
love still works, huh?
happens.
Love in 2020, huh? Just when we think it fails miserably, still.
No, I think love mixed with realism.
Right.
There
needs to be a
pragmatism.
There you go. Gives me hope. Gives me hope.
Yeah.
Being a single guy in my 40s.
It's a pep talk for you, Sky, pretty much. So what got? Let's go specifics of the guava chicken. What that was something that was one of the staples at
Hey Pier, yeah. Guava chicken was actually funny being on a podcast, hanging out with all you guys, which I've known. I know about a third of you. But I think this is the first time I'm speaking of it, kind of publicly. But, growing up, my father was busy building, the family business, Noguchi and Associates. Yep. So he wasn't around very much. So I didn't really realize the importance of an Ohana unit. And then, so you fast forward, move to Hilo. And, I had a girlfriend, Lisa Nakata. And she is from Waimea, Honoka'a grad, huge family. Of course. The first time that I saw a legit family reunion, it just blew my mind. And my Mitch, my brother came up with me. The two of us are at, we're in Waimea, and they were on a ranch, and we're looking at this family reunion of people that came from all over, 200 people, all family, and we were like, whoa, this is what family is about.
Yeah.
And we kind of committed to ourselves at that time, this is a life.
This will click, yeah.
Yeah, this will click. Wow. I think that sort of set the gears for everything else.
Right. And then that set the tone for, so after Heia, what was the next step? after that.
So, after that, that started this sort of connection of what was important.
Yeah.
And then, Lisa and I, we ended up splitting. And then it kind of goes back to hula, right? So, we start traveling, and I start seeing how food brings out the best in us. And I think growing up in Hawaii, you become, we take it for granted on how, you go baby luau or, baby party, and in weddings, it's automatic that it's like kilo grinds and a big party. And then when with hula, and just started to see how people came out and celebrated halal, the halal with food, it's kind of made me realize that there was something, bigger. And by the time I was dancing, still Clay and I were together, and then it was kind of a revelation, because I think up to that point, I thought that I would live and die in halal forever. But I think something was missing. And what was missing was, how like all of us, we have this fire within us, this direction, and at different times of our life, it can be distilled and you know where you're going, or it can be cloudy. Right. I think that whole time it was cloudy up until,
that was the moment.
Yeah, made that question.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Wow. So then with that said, that's, because you ventured into catering as your thing, which is not like, you're such a popular guy, but the first thing that when I first heard of you from the years past is like you never really was attached to a restaurant per se, like the Roy's and the Alan Wong and all these kind of guys. You were just your own entity in yourself and your own path. And is that in a culmination of family and hula, bringing people together in a big sense and putting food? Is that part of it?
Yeah,
or?
I think I'm gonna start calling you like Yoda, maybe, or Obi-Wan. Great point. Very, very perceptive. And I think, whether you realize it or not, I'm kind of an outgoing person.
Well, let's not go that far.
I love people, and I think that this is me. This is just me. I cannot speak for the rest of our colleagues, and our peers. What motivates me is people.
Yep.
So, being here tonight, sharing time with like all of you, it gives me an incredible amount of satisfaction and joy. And the belief that I've come to is that food brings us together. And that is what really makes me happy.
Right.
And when I look back, I think all the people that meant so much to me have had something to do with a larger part of community. So when I became a cook, I love the work.
Yeah.
Don't get me, don't even, I remember when I went from restaurants to Punoho and then, Kerry and then eventually Punoho. People are like, oh, are you tired? I'm like, fuck you. I'll fucking work harder than you any day. I love the human interaction. I love the way that food activates people and it activates community and it activates conversation. Yeah. And somehow, Sky, every time you guys would come to the pier and we'd be cooking our asses off, I always felt like, wow, wouldn't it be awesome if there was a way that I could do the interaction part full time? And I wasn't talking about a TV personality. I didn't want to be that. I don't want to be an influencer. I just wanted to work hard, make good food, and spend more time with people.
You're influencing within the industry.
Yeah, in a different way.
And that's why when you go out, I told Aaron when we were trying to get you on the show, you are the Mr. Aloha of the industry.
Right.
You are beloved in the industry. And you're one of the most charismatic into,
No, exactly right.
Great cooks, that I've met over the years.
Yeah,
and, much love and much respect to you.
That's serious, because it's just that vibe, that aura you give that is unlike
it's pure
these
aloha.
other guys.
There's nothing like being at a Gooch event and he's yelling Chihu in a bag.
They shot everything going on. Rel's son, and I did not know her personally, but I definitely think she's a strong community leader. She said that, aloha, you gotta keep giving until you know nothing forgive, and then you gotta give some more. And I appreciate that statement. And I think that what I love about our industry is like the distillation of bullshit at the end of the day, right? It's like, it's us serving people, being of service. It's also, what I love about our industry is like, it's an industry of absolutes. Yeah. You can or you cannot. There really isn't like, oh, he makes an okay cocktail, or like, oh yeah, he's okay. You can do it, you can't.
Right.
Yeah. And you couple that part with this ability to affect change.
Yeah.
And it's to me, it's so compelling. And at Hey Pier, I think that was my first experience with that. In my head, I had this life plan that I would be a cook, like a line cook, for like 10 to 12 years. Then I'd be a sous chef for 5 to 7. And then by the time that I was 40, maybe I might be an exec chef. And quite frankly, shit, I was cool with that at that point. Like, because up to there, right, is like, if you're a cook or a chef, how do you become successful? You need to open a restaurant. Then you need to open up more.
Right.
Well, meeting Amanda kind of changed all that, because we had very much similar values. Frankly, she was hiring me for events. I was getting tired of writing her checks. And we kind of realized, like, why don't we give this a serious shot? And that was the start of changing the internal dialogue of what I felt was important.
Right.
And I think that as chefs, we can be very egotistical sometimes, right? About how, we are the ones driving the ship. We're the ones navigating the course of our life. For myself, I can't relate. I draw my inspiration. I draw my direction from, all of you, from my community. And so add that to the fact that all of a sudden I have a girlfriend that truly believes in the same things I do. I'm like, oh shit, let's, like, we might be onto something here. Right. And I had a friend, well, once we kind of got started rolling, and then I left Hey up here and we're trying to figure out the direction we're going to go. I had someone that was like, you guys are really cool, but, philanthropy, you need to be rich first and then start giving. And I realized that statement was sort of given in, it was just lighthearted advice.
Right.
But there's a certain amount of brevity to it, right? There's a certain amount, like, you really should. And then Amanda and I were kind of thinking about that, turning over, we're like, nah, fuck that, we go keep giving. But in doing that, with at that point, by the time we have, we're finishing up with Taste and Kakaako, right? Kakaako was moving to this new direction.
Yeah.
Hawaiian Airlines, reached out to us, asked us to partner with them.
Right.
So we had all these sort of pieces going, and busy as hell, but also realizing, like, okay, there's a certain amount of work that I think we need to get done together. And that next step didn't come to fruition until my mom called me in 2019. I think it was so early 2017.
Yeah.
And she's like, Mark, I gotta talk to you. And my mother would never call me up she would never call me up to talk to her about anything. And so I knew something was up.
Yeah.
And when I went up, and she was like, sit down. We're in, like, I just walk in the door, and there's like a couple chairs in the hallway. She's like, I'll tell you something. She's down. She's like, I have cancer. And I'm like, okay. And she's like, well, what kind? She's like, well, it's pancreatic cancer. And the only reaction I had to the thing was a really off joke, But my mother getting cancer and dying, and as shitty as it is, set the tempo and the pace for, like, the next step where we are now. And I wouldn't have been able to do that with other people around me, And so for myself, while traditionally I think restaurants define us as chefs, it didn't resonate. So having the time now to spend time with you guys and, you know, share a story, to do the work that I do now, all came from giving a chance with it, especially with my partner, especially with Amanda. So
Right.
yeah.
And that's currently what's still going on because the catering and then Punoho asked you to
Yeah, so actually the catering dropped way off.
Yeah.
When Punoho had been asking me for a few years if I would join their team.
Yeah.
And I kind of told them like I'd be a really shitty teacher. And they're just like,
Well,
it was kind of like that. You know, you ever thought about being a teacher? No. And then, oh God, I got to give mad props to Emily McCarran, she's the Puno principal. She was so smooth. She was just like, well, you know, Gooch, if you ever change your mind, let me know. And what happened was, when Mom said she was sick and she was dying, and we were trying to figure out where we're gonna go next, we decided the doctors gave us 8 weeks with my mother, and I was furious because we were so fucking busy. I couldn't see like how to schedule in 4 hours of sleep for the next 3 months, and that's what got kind of Amanda and I talking about like, oh, what's next? So we decided, we're like, why don't we just be a catering company? And that scared the shit out of me. But I think what was more important was that I had not given any time to my family for like 20 years. So I'm like, all right, fine, let's check it out, let's try. So, with this just a big like fuck it attitude, we set up, we closed all of our restaurants. We went forward with catering, and fortunately, we were busier than I could have imagined. But then that still kind of wasn't enough. Like, we weren't spending that much time.
right.
And that's when my wife one day was just like, you ever thought about Puno? She's like, honey, did you ever keep up conversations with Puno? I'm like, no. She's like, well, have you thought about it? No. And then she was kind of fed up. She's like, why don't you call him? Okay. And, the rest is history. Yeah. I remembered Emily McCarran kind of like responding back like, oh, hey, we've been waiting, for your email. I'm like, God, you're so smooth. Just like,
that's how they operate.
Just throw the line out,
right,
and let it hang, and here I am, and so here we are now.
Wow, and I gotta say too, because first time hearing you speak in a long form was at Creative Mornings. We got a shout out. You were just there a couple months ago, and
yeah, that was fun.
Fun time, and you were sober, and on top of that,
what are you talking about? This is water.
That is, I can confirm, but. Just the overall aura, I think that's there really is no other. We brought this up before. The selling point to you is just you're Mr. Aloha. Just from you as a speaker, you just pull people in easily. So I don't know how so going back.
Wait, it's not my stunning good looks.
I'm gonna get to that.
5 foot 5.5.
Well, it was a top 5, but I'm just saying like. Because of that, and I don't see why you wouldn't be a good teacher. Is that something that you just didn't want to go in that avenue because you were just kind of hesitant because of that? Where it seems automatic at this point.
I am like, the Japanese term gasa gasa. Gasa gasa. Gasa gasa means you can't sit still. I can't sit still.
Well,
just to let you know, sitting in this chair for the next half an hour is really fucking killing me.
It's leather, so you can hear it move.
Yeah.
So
however, that's discipline. Yeah. But however... I need to keep moving around. Yeah. I need to engage.
Yeah.
And the reason why Punoho works is that Punoho also supports Pili Group. So, whether it's community events or community outreach or being able to have the fortune to be doing stuff like this, they're supportive. And I wouldn't have been able to do what I do if they hadn't supported that aspect, because going back to it, like human interaction,
right?
That's what fuels me. It's not a I know it sounds cliched, but it's not the accolades, it's not the
it's not
awards.
It's not ego driven. Yeah.
Well, I think that we should come back to that about ego, but the way that food and the work that we do affect and make people happy,
It's fulfilling.
It's another form of art.
Yeah.
And it's another form.
But to talk about the ego part is ego. When we hear about ego, we think about ego as being like a negative aspect. But ego in itself, right? That self-confidence.
Yeah.
It's not that you're being egotistical, but if you have a support team that helps you keep it in check, I believe that, an ego can help, add fuel to the fire in a good way. But you have to also couple that with like being You got to be humble. Yeah. You got to have a network of people that'll be like, oh, fuck it, take it easy, Turbo, slow down, right?
Cool your jets.
Yeah, cool your jets.
Oh, Turbo and Korea Jets. Haven't heard that in a long time. Good job, guys.
Yeah, we're a little bit older than millennials.
Oh, thanks for looking at me. Do you think I'm younger? That's the best thing I've heard in years. Thank you, sir. That we can end now. But so we got several other things. Let's switch gears here. Because you're in the form of serving food, I guess, to people that's not in a restaurant setting.
Right.
What is your take on the whole restaurant situation in Hawaii as far as in Oahu 2020? With everything that has opened up, everything that's developed, Kakako, downtown, all that stuff. What do you see?
I think we're finally in a very dynamic time of our industry.
Yep.
There's a lot of really great restaurants opening, and are open now. Sadly, there's also a lot of icons that are closing. Part of that, I believe, is just living on an island, right? We have a finite resource of talent and employees.
Yep.
But having said that, I do believe that, for those of us that had a sound business plan, or for those of us that tried to keep an open mind, 10 years ago, everybody knew that we would be where we're at today. And it takes a good business plan. It takes a good support system and a lot of hard work to make it right now. I definitely think that we have a greater array of choices to eat than ever before. Definitely, and we have some really freaking good ones.
Yep.
And to give props, if it wasn't for the original HRC gang, if they hadn't eaten and shoveled shit to put Hawaii on the map, we wouldn't be here being able to do what we are today.
Pave the way.
I firmly believe, Hey Up Here, if it wasn't for them, there's no way that my little shack would have made it, And so I think that it's a very dynamic time. Yeah. But it's also a time where, as restaurant owners, you can't be as frivolous. You got to be strategic. You got to be smart. More than ever, you got to be smart.
Right.
Everything is higher. Rent, food costs, labor. Yeah. Right? I mean, you remember when they said okay, all of a sudden we're gonna raise minimum wage to what, 14, 15?
Something like that.
15, right?
I believe so.
I mean, let me tell you, we had 2 weekends where we hold up with all of our management. Okay, how can we pay? Because we wanted to pay our guys more than everybody else before it got to 15, right? We wanted to create a business model to be able to do that.
Right.
But everything's higher.
Right.
So you got to be smart.
Right.
And I also, more than ever, I think you need to be empathetic to your employees.
Right. You got to keep the good ones and keep them around. Because
just in general,
big. Right.
Good point, but in my experience, I've also learned you might have employees that at first impression might not be your ideal cook or your top-notch busboy.
Right.
But we can no longer afford to just be hey, you know what, you suck, bye.
Right.
Right. We have to invest in our people.
Yep.
Granted, there's always a cutting point where it's maybe this might not be the best industry for you.
Yeah.
But we can no longer afford to be so flippant about people's welfare.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good point. Well, with that said, with the way that the food is going, let's go take it back to how it used to be or still is. Let's talk about plate lunch for a little bit. You a fan of plate lunch? You eat that?
I fucking love it.
Okay, I got it.
Do I look like a plant-based person? I know I just, posted about beatbox and I love them, but do I really look like a plant-based person?
So I digress. Where do you see, as far as, because you got you said, a lot of these old spots are closing down, and you really can't find an old style plate lunch place, really. Where do you see that going in 2020? As far as the mom and pops, the little hole in the walls, Can that still be a surviving thing with all of what you said as costs are going up, everything going up, hard, everything strategic?
Oh yeah, I think so. I think
how does a mom and pop survive?
Yeah. So what I've seen in my experience, the mom and pops that are closing, either the structures that they've been in, have gotten sold and are going to be torn down. We're all going to miss Jimbo's.
Yeah. That whole
and
building.
Newman and Pint and Jigger and Harry's. That's going to be going.
Yeah.
Yamagan.
Yeah, Yamagan.
Yamagan.
Yeah,
right?
that was a heavy hitter.
Even remember when Libby's closed, I was kind of like,
Libby's.
But there will still be plate lunch. There's still a demand.
Yep.
And I think that
and local people support them.
And local people, we will always support.
Local people will go, right? After they buy the paper towel, toilet paper, go Zippies.
Exactly.
Celebrate.
If the food is good, people are gonna find it. People still go.
Hello, who's this?
Right. Answer the phone. I know it's a thing. It's a running shtick. So what if you had to pick between right now? Let's go quick. Zippies or L&L? Who would you go? Gun to your head. Where would you
Zippies.
Go? No problem. No problem. See. You still go Zippies?
That's for you, Danielito. Just saying. You better fucking be grateful. Okay, but however, to L&L's credit, Eddie Flores, you're a fucking genius.
Not related to Ben Flores. Yes.
Yes.
Right. No relation. Okay, so let's go right to this. I gave you an assignment if you remember. Probably not.
No, I don't.
I wanted you to come up with your Mount Rushmore of plate lunch spots.
So top 4.
That's 4 for people that don't know America. 4 top all time. What do you think?
Can plate lunch and bento get rolled into one?
Can.
Okay, Hilo Lunch Shop. That's right. Remember that. Hilo Lunch Shop. MW, Wade and Michelle, their fucking bento is unreal.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unreal. Plate lunch. Gina's Barbecue.
There you go, Market City.
That's right!
Market City. She remembers her name, Gina. She's still there.
And Eva. Gina's. Not Gina's, the kind.
Where?
Lechon Kawali. Adobo fried rice.
Wow.
Oh.
You been to that?
Julie's. Love you, Julie's.
Oh.
My top 4.
Wow, that's a top 4. I was expecting NW in there. Really, that's a good. I've never been.
Their bento is really, really, really good.
Seriously, wow. How about that,
the
Sky?
top-
It's like a sleeper hit. You remember at Taste, it was $9.
Yeah.
Since Taste, they've raised it $1.40.
That's a deal.
Amazing,
Go
Wade.
figure. Price is going up, not that.
I love you
Great list.
Learn
man.
something every time.
every day.
Okay.
Good diversity on that one.
Very diverse. Okay, so to end out the fun here, we're gonna have you play a game that we play on this show.
Tripoka.
Close.
Okay.
It's called 5 questions where we
All right.
ask you
Fight.
some random shit.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So with 5 questions, we're gonna start with geography.
I gotta go shishi.
That's the geography.
Just say it
Explain.
was on my head. It was on my
I
mind.
got it too. I drank a lot of water. Explain to someone how to get, and I'm gonna have you pick one of your 4. How would you explain to someone in a legit, not some kind of fake pigeon shit? You met this guy, and this is a local guy, and he legitimately asked you, where can I go for plate lunch? And you give him the directions to where. That's question number 1.
Here's a question for you. Where are we starting?
From the Hi Brau Room. Good call.
Okay, so I want you to go downstairs, or you gotta wait till we're open. But I want you to go downstairs. You walk. Okay, so you walk out the door, and then you get the old strip bar right in front of you. Okay.
There we go.
You're gonna make a right. You're gonna make a right by all the way where everybody park their bikes usually when Hi Brau's open. And I want you to walk down about half a block. Okay. You walk down half a block. You pass Old Man Chemo on the corner over there. Choma Court if you like.
He's still there.
And then, right to your right side, you're gonna see a corner store. Okay, you're gonna see a corner store, and you gotta wait there till 10 a.m. till they open. And I want you to get the roast pork, because the roast pork is different than all the other ones. Over there, they shred the roast pork versus like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We get the skin though,
gravy.
still, right? I mean,
Get the skin inside.
Okay.
And that's how you get. That's how you
And
get.
the name of the place is
the name.
My little two sheets to the wind.
So the corner store.
Just go to the corner store, talk to Chemo, and then wait.
Yeah.
till they open.
You gotta
We're
pass
going
up
now.
Chemo.
On here,
We're
on
gonna pass
Queen
Uncle
Street.
Chemo.
On
Got
Queen
it.
Street.
Yeah.
But we're going like he's
And it's
literally.
right there.
We're going
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah,
like,
we're going right now.
10 o'clock.
Yeah, at 10
right
o'clock.
now. With that being vivid and literal, that is correct. You are 1 for 1 on questions. See how this works? We got 4 more.
Yeah, let's go.
Number 2, question 2 here. Which one do you like better, Casey Drive-In or Wisteria?
Wisteria, baby. Because you can choose regular or Japanese side.
Yes.
Remember that?
Hey, we used to go there when I was a kid.
Yes.
Had smoking and non-smoking.
Wisteria always
Smoking and
non-smoking at the
Wisteria,
shady
yeah,
bar.
yeah.
You walk down the hallway, everybody drinking at 7 in the morning. That Wisteria. Too bad.
Wisteria, baby, to me.
When did Wisteria close? Do you remember?
Ooh.
Bonus
80s?
question.
No. This was not that long ago.
Are you serious? What, 91?
No.
When?
04.
Yeah, 2004.
You are kidding.
For real.
Oh, we pulled it up. Honolulu
pulled it up.
advertiser ad. They did an article on the
It was a sad time,
last
man.
day of business.
That's amazing.
December-
I did not
December
realize
04.
it was 04. I
Sad.
thought it was. Oh, wow.
It seemed like it, but no. It was still heavy.
Why? When you get close to 50, your mental hard
Everything,
drive starts to auto.
Everything's in the
Starts to
80s and
auto-
the 90s.
Okay.
Got it. 2004, though. Yeah. Sizzling chicken. You get the Andy's Mint at the end when you go pay.
Holy shit.
We're old. Question number 3. I'll give you that as a correct as well. Because you picked Wisteria. Wisteria was the right answer. Nobody picks Casey Drive-In. Question number 3. Name the bag brand that uses this symbol. Let's see if you're sober enough.
What the fuck is that? Is that Gucci?
That is correct.
Oh, yeah.
For the gooch. Gucci for the gooch.
Oh, I see what you
Oh my God.
Oh, you smart motherfucker.
It just came to him there. Holy moly. It's like watching the light bulb turn on. Like, wow.
Yeah, but it's like watching the light bulb turn on with a dimmer. She go real slow. But I'll get there.
You got there.
You got it.
You got there.
Kinda slow.
You got
I was kind of worried for a second, and it hit hard. All right. You watch movies? Are you a movie person?
That's a
I don't want to
loaded
make it
question.
Okay, I don't want to make it a deep question, but you're a fan of the movies.
I am a fan of movies, but I have
All right.
2 girls,
Got it. Okay.
4 and 5, so I no longer see it.
You watch
so
a
you
lot
ask
of
me
Frozen.
you can fucking ask me anything about fucking Frozen 2.
Yeah, see, I knew it.
Tempting.
You can fucking ask me anything.
Wow.
Anyway, yeah.
Is that a scene from Frozen?
Go for it. Go for it.
Question number 4. Nate, give me 2 quotes from the movie North Shore. Do you remember the movie North Shore? No assistance from the crowd, please.
You took his belt. You lick him.
Close
You
enough.
bought him. You bought him.
Shame on you!
I'm fucking been drinking. What the?
Good valid answer.
Yeah,
Good
yeah,
valid answer.
yeah.
You have a second quote. Why are people helping
You
him?
saw how you.
Why are people helping him here? Jesus, you're paying these guys off here? What are these people?
Just because of that, I'm gonna go home and watch North Shore.
Really? You're going to be falling asleep. Forget it.
You're probably right. I'm gonna
Okay.
get. Maybe I'll get through the credits.
We'll do merchant art, maybe, right?
The best part, and even before I knew better, was the cheesy ass part where Tia Kerr was talking about the whole kupu.
You talk about Nia Peoples, bro. Nia Peoples, bro.
How Nia people?
Oh my God, bro. Nia Peoples, bro.
Yeah, Nia people's Tia Kerr are same fucking thing.
Well, I might have to back you up on that one. Who's prettier now?
What is? I don't know. What is Nia people's doing now? Has anybody seen her?
Nothing.
Oh, gee. Wow.
Oh, Patricia.
That is a good
Moore.
question. Hey, all right. Shout out 90s porn. All right. I think you're 4 for 4 here. I think at this point, I don't know. But
I don't know. I think Ricky and Kapali Cool might say otherwise, but all right. I appreciate it.
Okay, cowboy. Question number 5. Question number 5. So, like beef or what?
But we go.
That is correct. There you go. Well done. That's what you're supposed to say. Very good. Scott, any closing comments you want to
Just,
give?
I love you, Gooch.
Chef,
Thank you
yeah.
for doing the show.
We all love you.
And
You're the
best.
Mark Noguchi, everybody. I tell you, we'll take a break.
Hey, I got one thing. Can we get a chew?
yes.
Can we get a
What?
chew? Can we get
Might
a
as
chew?
well at this point.
Again.
Yeah, hashtag clipping. So, if you're wondering where Moxzilla is, his car is getting towed somewhere. Who knows where? We saw the footage. So, Big Mox is not showing up tonight. It'd be funny if he walks through the door now, but he's not. But for the first time ever, we have a pinch hitter.
Pinch hitter.
Go figure. OG Libra is in the house. How about
For the team right now, yo.
How about he just happened to be here? You just want to go hang
I'm gonna
out?
rock one real quick.
Right.
You turn
So,
the mic up a little bit.
We got the mic up. Okay, so you ready for this? I mean, this
Let's
is
do
a
it.
spur of the moment kind of thing. I know you just wanted to hang out.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's go with
My
it.
name is OG Libra. Just
Pinch
gonna rock
hitting.
one for everybody real quick. Y'all ready? Ha. Let's go. Pinch hitter, Brother Mox. Hope you're doing all right. You all ready? Good morning, Honolulu. I hope you slept well. I'm in the moment, just growing with every exhale. It's been a long year. I nearly set sail. Look off the deep end with demons on my coattails. But it's all right. It's all good. It's going down without a doubt the way it all should. Some lost, some found it all where I stood. And threw caution in the wind like firewood. Got hotter than the 4th of July. I made a few bad choices with the temperature rise. I'm only human, trying to get a piece of the pie. Too many women on my mind, I find it hard to decide. Took them one at a time, booked a couple of flights. Some tried, some lied, didn't matter the type. I made a few love connections on some beautiful lights. Despite it all, had me feel like I was winning it, right? One time, pitch hitting for Brother Mox.
Oh, that was a clear pitch. That was a good RBI double.
Fast one.
Wow. I didn't know it was gonna be that fast. Okay.
Real quick.
I'm watching them adjust the camera. I don't know what's going on.
What's that? OG Libra.
This is
Thank
good
you,
people
brother.
interaction. I like that. What's your Instagram? I like that. That's literally what happens. in
That's
real life.
love right there, man.
At OG Libra. At Musuban. Name everybody's IG.
Every day better.
At Everyday Better. At Sky.Cameron Hawaii, I think it is. At underscores dots, whatever.
to hold it together.
Right? At Eric Yamashita. At Hawaii Trainer. At Ashley Nagaoka. At Jane Ads. At Snoodat. Go figure what that is.
Lean ski, free.
At Lean Ski. At Freestyle. At Hani Wahine. At Sakai and Company. At Sakai and Co. Everybody that's here at the Hi Brau Room, thank you guys all for hanging
Don't
out.
forget to throw your shockers.
Throw them all out. Speaking of aloha, this guy right here. Shout out to Ben. Where are you at? You still Ben? Is there? The Lord Flores.
Yeah.
At the Lord Flores.
Big shockers, man.
At the Hi Brau Room. At Aloha Beer Kakako. At I gotta get the hell out of here. So yes, thank you.
Shout out to
for
getting
the-
out of here.
Sleep time's over. Let's get out of here. Wash
night.
your hands. Don't stick your finger up your butt. Get out of here. Good night.
Good night.